Okay. Hey guys, welcome to Digimon World 2003 once again. Name's Mono. I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. I put this series on pause just after my dental nightmare from last year. Um, we got into the post-game, we defeated a boss barely by the skin of my teeth. And I decided, you know what, I'm going to use the time I've got to prepare a little bit. So we're now at 119 hours. Everyone is level 60. Most of them are pretty close to their goal. I'll show you what we've got in a moment, what my idea is. Arbitrarily long loading time. In the meantime, let's see here as OBS. Alright, so the mod that I'm using is this one here. This is Digimon World 2003 NTSC mod. It allows the game to run as if it was an NTSC, and you, I think, need to use an NTSC BIOS to make this work, but DuckStation will pick this up automatically. So I'm pretty happy with this mod. It feels smooth. Bear in mind also that if you're using DuckStation, you don't need to increase the virtual CPU overclock in order to give the emulator enough performance to actually run at this frame rate. Well, you needed that for 50, but you'll definitely need this for 60. You'll also need it higher than you would for getting to 50. Let me tell you, if you are as sensitive to FPS as I am, then you will notice this straight away in a moment when I start running around. And everything looks good, so I'm just going to get rid of this. I'm also following a guide, well, sort of following a guide. It's more for completion's sake, so I can actually see where I'm going, as opposed to running around blindly. If it was just me, fine, I don't mind. But since I'm streaming, it's got to be guide. I don't really have the energy for running around blindly. I also found some other information. I'm just going to turn this down on my side. Maybe I should check the sound in OBS. Nope, ducking seems to be doing its job. Okay, good. The link to both is in the description, the mod and the guide. Alright, so let's put the guide over here. More changes. I've also increased the bitrate to what YouTube recommends. It's quite a lot higher than I remember it, but maybe that's more YouTube side than my side. How does the screen alignment look? We got a tiny little black. Fine, it's fine. It won't bother me. If it bothers you, I'll fix it, but... Alright. So, let's start with Digimon. Yes, we've got Manomyotismon, and Marsmon is, well, getting up there in levels. I'm undecided whether I want to just finish Marsmon or if I want to level up Manomyotismon. Those of you who know the game know where that's going. I think... I mean, I want Marsmon for the... Was it called Chi Charge or something? Can't remember what it's called. Yeah, that's a very high level technique though, so that'll take a while to get. Digimon, however, is much closer to getting where it wants to go. You can see we just got Omnimon. You already know where that's going. I don't think I need to introduce anyone to that one. Patamon is... Well, Patamon already has Crimson Flame, so at this point we're just looking for techniques for a different sort of element. We don't need Dark, but it gets us some Flame elements, so that's nice. Sakyamon is already leveled up. I think the only thing Sakyamon can learn at the moment is Ice Field. Sorry, Load. Technique Load, yes. Been a while. Give me a break. However, what we do have if you noticed, is a bunch of TP. I've only been using it a little bit as required to not cap. I wasn't sure where I was going to stop. Level 60 felt like a good point. So, let's go train. Now, before I do, I believe there's something I want to get. I believe the junk shop is still locked. Let me check. Yep. Okay. I know where that is. Thanks to that guide. I mean, to be honest, no one would ever think of checking here. There's nothing here to see anymore. Now that the auctions have stopped. It is interesting though, seeing a lot of what people are discovering. Oh wait, do we have desktop audio? Oh, I forget if I did. Yeah, we did. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, the Platinum ID, wherever it is in here, I think. Yes, it's one of these. Yes. Platinum members card, that's it, yeah. I'm gonna assume it's a Platinum Eldorado card or something. Would make sense. I'm still not planning on doing any of the card game, by the way. The card game is kind of annoying. Especially in this part of the game. So I had a quick look through the previous stream. I did the Zuchu boss. Yeah, that's Chinese because, yeah, this game. My pronunciation is way off, I can tell you that. However, we do now have the junk shop, and they gave us one hell of a run for my money. That being said, I can't really blame them. Having a look at through the guide here, I mean, which ones it was? One was Persiamon. This one. Cherrymon, Persiamon, and Zambamon. Now, Cherrymon I expected to be Fire Week, and that was totally fine. It's also Metal Week, I didn't expect that. Persiamon always gives me trouble, just because of its ability to de-digivolve. It's not that strong, but it stops me from buffing, which was my whole game plan. So that kind of gave me trouble. Zambamon has no weaknesses and no resistances, which means it's just a big tanky wall to get over. Kind of annoying. Also, I was not leveled high enough, so my speed was probably a bit low. Right, so now we can restock. Now, I have a lot of bits, and we have a lot of chips. So if there's anything I want to train, we can get them here. However, I got plenty of stuff to use while I was training. Yeah, we got some HP, some MP, Power, Armor, Mind, Wisdom Boost, Charisma, Fire, Water, Thunder, and several Train Chip 2s, and some Train Chip 5s. With so much stuff to use. Yeah, we'll be buffing speed and resistances mostly, but Patamon needs some help, so... Unfortunately, the guide doesn't tell you where everything is, and especially with the circuit boards. I don't really blame them though. Do I need to restock items before I go? I think I do, right? A little bit, yeah. I do have ultra charges now though, so that's why I don't have as many bits as I would like, is because I invested them all in ultra charges. I'll not buy ultra charges, I'll just buy super and power charge. Right, so we'll max this. I don't care about these. Ultra Charge is so expensive though. Let's get a few of these and a few of these. I don't think we'll need them, but you never know. We'll get some more life discs. Probably 20 of those. Life plugs I want lots of. Expensive though. Get 30. Everything else is like, I don't really care about that. I'm told that the weapon shop here is quite interesting. Oh, yeah, that's very interesting actually. I think for Patamon the stat boost is better than everything else you can get, but I don't know. I think it'll be fine for now though. I did have a lot of problems deciding what to do with Patamon, because once it learned Crimson Flame, it's like, well, that's your whole purpose. So I'm not really sure what Patamon really needs at this point. I mean, it's already got the best lightning techniques, the best thunder techniques. I suppose it could go down Digimon route and get the best dark techniques, but like, I don't know. Anyway, go train. So what have I been doing over the weekend? Well, there was the 24-hour race, but I've also been playing the Digimon Masters private server. Good thing I'm not streaming it, because apparently streamers have been getting copyright strikes from it. It's kind of annoying though, because as far as I know, I'm locked out of my Digimon Masters Online account, so I can't return to that. Right. So for Patamon, we're gonna train speed mostly, I think. I forget what the stats do. Let me pull up is it Dark Beelzebub's guide? Tells me what the stats do. Chaos Beelzebub's guide, yeah. I'll just type in wisdom here. There it is, okay. For wisdom, the stat determines how much yeah, it's been a while. Give me a break. I don't remember what any of these stats do. Stat determines how much damage your Digimon will receive from magic attacks. Higher the stat, higher the chance to... I think Patamon could benefit from some defense training, actually. Patamon's really squishy, and as the soul healer and the thing that keeps a party together, I think some defense would help. Yeah, we're going to train defense. As usual, if you haven't seen this series, instead of saving and reloading whenever I fail, I would prefer to keep whatever the game gives me in terms of stats. So if it's 3 fails, it's 3 fails. Of course, with super training, this is a little bit different, so let's see. That's rough. Hey! Nice. The good thing about super training is even if you fail the check, you still get some decent stats out of it. Like 46 defense, that's not bad. How's that compared to everyone else anyway? It's not bad. The problem is Patamon is not only lacking in defense, it's also lacking HP. And speed. And if you're wondering why Guilmon no longer has 999 attack, we'll get to that in a bit. Let's continue on defense. Nice. Oh yeah, and if it does ask me if I want to super train, I will. Here we go. Ah, bro. Too bad. Because the start gain is it's just worth, honestly. Here we go. Aw. 2 in a row. Right. That's 600 defense now. Let's go for a bit of speed. Yes, I do like to button mash. I don't know why, but oh well. At least we get the extra stat. Alright, 50 speed. Quite nice. And Patamon's not so far behind in terms of speed, that's pretty good. Let's see, what can we do next? Is there anything specifically low? I mean, Patamon's resistances aren't that far behind, but fire is quite low, so let's go for that. Oh, actually, before I do that, let's check Patamon's evolutions, because sometimes evolutions can leave them a little bit short. If Patamon's going to be fighting bosses mostly as Phoenixmon, then I need to see what Phoenixmon does. Yeah, we need fire. We need a bit of machine and ice. So fire, machine, ice. Okay. Just to fill in Phoenixmon's weaknesses. Fire, machine, and ice. Hey, go Patamon. Oh yeah, MP, that's nice. MP is something that Patamon will need a lot of. Toasty. And the machine. You will notice that Patamon's dark tolerance is super high. I trained Patamon's dark tolerance to be able to get Greymon. Oh, I should turn off my notifications. Give me a second. Oh, I guess we're training. Come on, yes! Yes! So much yes. We need that. Let's see here. Do not disturb. Some hours. It's already dark here. Wow. Ooh, 87 HP. That's nice. I'll take that. Alright, give me a second. I'm just gonna go open the blinds a little bit. Oh, yeah, now that the weather has passed and the heat is coming, we're gonna get cloudy nights. So, cloudy, muggy, and warm. All the things that I dislike. Can we get the camera a little bit darker? Oh. Let's see, cloudy daylight? Just normal daylight then. Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay, that'll do. Alright, let me check to see what we got here. Oh, move the mic. Okay. Wow, Takimon's fire tolerance is, well, fire. Anyway, yeah, more fire tolerance, so it's like... I don't think there's too much in the way of ice. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a peek. No, it doesn't look like we'll be seeing much in the way of ice. So yeah, let's just go fire. One more on the fire. I'll probably give Patamon some train chips. Maybe even the fire chip as well. Come on, Patamon. Excellent. Good. Rusty. Oh well. It's not a complete loss. Alright. Now let's go see what Vmon's got. If you know anything about Digimon, the point at which you reach 999 in a stat is not the absolute maximum. So I'm going to take off the weapon for Vmon. So we can train, and whenever you add stat by equipping a weapon, that does actually add extra stat. So his attack is probably a little bit higher than 999 in reality. I forget what tolerances Paladin mode has. Yes, I'm spoiling it. Yes, Paladin mode. That's where we're going. I assume it's a combination of the two. It's quite difficult to tell exactly. I suppose he'll be fighting mostly as Omnimon for a while, because I forget what level. I think it's 900. I think it's 99. If it's not, it's level 40. I feel like training speed. Oh wait, wasn't there a magic accuracy thing? Let me check. Yes, if you know Paladin mode, you know what I'm talking about. With this stat higher, chances that your magic attack will be successful are higher as well. Right. I think Vmon did fine in the previous boss fight. I want to do it. I'm gonna go for Wisdom, I think. Because Wisdom might not spare it. Wisdom, yeah. Alright, we're trading Wisdom, man. Because it's not really Spirit that Vmon really needs at this moment. Wisdom. Yes, Wisdom. Alright, Vmon, time to get smart. (10 - 8) is 5. No. Okay. Yeah, 4 out of 5. I'll take that. Not a loss. Let's go one more into Wisdom and we'll see how that goes. I suspect by the time Omnimon's level 40, that could be maybe around 40 to 50 battles or so. I think I explained how Digivolve experience works in the past. Let's go one more. That's not it, Vmon. Oh, come on, Vmon. I have to go one more into Wisdom. Oh wow, we got 3 reds in a row. I mean, it's not complete. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. I'll train Wisdom again. Alright. That's what I've got the train chip 5s for. I can always farm more of those as well, that's not a problem. I'm sure Galemon would like to do that. Oh, we're gonna go Ultra Training here. Let's go. Come on, Vmon. No! Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I think we're gonna take defense. That battle versus Zambomon scarred me. Alright. Excellent. Oh. Yeah, go for it. Oh. I don't think I've... Oh, wait. Have I succeeded in auto training yet? I can't remember if I have or not. One more into defense, then we'll get some offense. Well, I guess we're gonna go normal training. That's fine. I only really wanted 2 out of this anyway. That's all I'm getting, seems. Okay. Then we'll go into attack. Let Vmon do more physical damage when I get to it. I don't think I've ever seen that animation. Alright, last one. Ow, oh well. Then it's Guilmon's turn. We'll see what Guilmon has. Alright. I think Guilmon doesn't have a weapon equipped. I think that's what it is. Why? Because I was having a look at stats, I think. Oh, he does. Okay. So I've already swapped him around to using a shield. Because his defense was pretty awful. And I don't have another golf sword, so... I don't actually remember where I got that from. Maybe it was a drop. Yeah, so we're just going to use shield with this. It'll allow me to make more interesting choices. Although, if we're being technical, the golf sword is the best way to go. Alright. Let's have a look at Marsmon for now. I'll have a look at all of them, really. Wow, Manamelitismon's Dark Tolerance is crazy. I say we forget about tolerances, you know, just for now, and train Guilmon's other stats. It looks like we can train offense a little bit. Offense, speed, and defense. I think that's a good way to go. I think Guilmon needs to focus on the basics a little bit. Okay. We'll start with offense. We'll see where we go from here. Here we go. Well, that's not the start I wanted. I did notice that the chibi here has missing hazard marks. Yeah, that's not terrible. We'll go 1 into defense. Digimon notoriously was the first Digimon that I got 3 fails in a row on, and ended up failing the training. People like that, they love to see me suffer. I'm okay with that. Notoriously, however, Guilmon actually got me out of the most tight spots, just because of having high speed. Being able to attack twice in a row is quite nice sometimes, but I suspect my chances to do that in the post-game is going to be quite limited. I'm going to train more defense. Let's do it. Oh. I don't think I've been successful at this yet. More defense. You'll see why later. Digimon is going to be a one-shot monster if this plan works out. Do it. Speed. And try and get Gilmon's speed as high as possible. Actually, now to look at it, Gilmon's done really well in terms of stat gain. Despite having the most moments. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, Gilmon's done really well in terms of training. Can Gilmon gain anything from Wisdom or Spirit? I mean, if I was to use Gantmon's ult more, I would need more Spirit, but we're not going to, so... We're going to focus more on Gantmon's offense. I mean, that implies that Beelzemon won't be amazing, because I believe that Beelzemon is amazing. Everyone with a Gilmon I've seen ends up with Beelzemon in the end, so... I don't think I need Wisdom for HP, and I don't think I need to be successful with Magic. Since we'll be Marsmon for a while. Yeah. I'm gonna go, Speed. Nice to get that fail out of the way now. Better to fail now than fail the ultra training, am I right? At least you gain a little bit more stat than you would otherwise. And I think we'll finish with strength. I think. I forget, can I dual shields? I think I can, right? I can use a offensive shield and a defensive shield. Let me check how this works. Digimon will... 999. If you add equipment, it will have over 999 attack, even though the stat shown is 999. That is not correct. Equipment can get you over the cap, with the exception of the sets you can buy in the auction or the armory. The same Digimon will always hit for the same damage with the same strength no matter what equipment you use. Using stronger Digivolutions will cause more damage, yes, because there's a multiplier on that. So if I am to go attack, I would need to get the digital hazard set sorted. Well, I don't have any other use for bits. Do it. The alternative to the Gulf Sword. Okay. $965. Funny, I remember being stuck at that stat for ages on past playthrough of a long time past. Right, let's have a look at train chips here. How much does this increase by? 9? Is that always 9, or is that a random roll? Let's use the other one on Gilmon. The 1? Oh, that was an awful roll. Let's use the boost chip on Vmon. Let's use the... it was wisdom that was accuracy, right? Oh, my mouse is entirely wrong here, come on. Where did that tab go? This one. There we go. It was wisdom, right? Yeah. We'll give the wisdom one to Vmon. We'll give the spirit one to Patamon. Charisma is not terribly important, so I'll just leave those. Oh, we got more spirit? Okay, yeah. Give that to Patamon. We'll give the MP one to Patamon, because Patamon's going to need it. That was an awful roll. That's much better. Armor chip is defense. We'll give that to Patamon. HP chip, Patamon needs that. Only a small increase, but hey. Alright. We've got fire, water, and thunder. Who needs these? We've got plenty of water and some thunder. To be honest, I don't even remember which Digimon drops what. I'm sure I had it written down somewhere, but... I say that Guilmon should get them all. Yeah, let's give them all to Guilmon. Except the water ones, I'm going to give those to Patamon. And you know what? I don't really need the charisma chips, so let's give those to Vmon, because Vmon's the coolest. Charisma doesn't particularly do anything anymore at this point in the game, so... Alright, we have train chips. Let's give... Oh, is it 5? I thought it was 10. Is anyone sat on 5? I think Patamon is, right? Yeah. I mean, we're gonna need to train that 5 off at some point anyway, but we could wait another level, I guess. Let me have a look. Patamon stats are pretty well rounded here. Who suffered the most? Guilmon is pretty well specialized. I'd like to get Guilmon's attack max. I mean, we're gonna do it at some point eventually, so... In terms of tolerances though, it would be nice to get to around 220 each. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seems like a lot though. I think I trained Vmon's tolerances quite a lot. Give 1 to 10 to Guilmon, 10 to Vmon, and 5 to Patamon, just to be able to train 10. Right. Sorry if you've arrived and you're expecting action and battles and such, but this is more of a preparation type thing. Vmon needs... Guilmon needs wind, I think. Guilmon's wind is pretty low. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, 20 each? Oops. I'll train 5 from now on. Oh, the strength's down? Oh, I'm gonna need to do some strength training. That's okay, I was going to do that at some point anyway. I mean, that's a lot of intolerance. Alright, and for Vmon we're going to train I don't know, water. That animation's so cute. Oh, minus defense? Okay. I find it funny because it's a little bit human in that whenever you feel a raindrop, you look around like, oh, is it raining? And I need to double check with Phoenixmon here. See if there's anything that I really need. Ice. Definitely ice. I don't foresee fighting a lot of it, but I don't want to be gibbed by ice. I think the worst of it would probably be in the circuit board. Speed Dan's not gonna help. Hey, nice, let's go. Oh. I mean, if it's 220, I'll take that. You don't need a huge amount, but it does help. Alright. We've got 4, so we'll give 1 to each. Just so I'm not favouring anyone. 11 to... Okay. I'll hold on to this. Maybe we'll get another one. We'll give 3 each. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Well, that being said, I don't actually foresee getting any more of these. These come from Pink Abedramon and Black Scorpiomon, respectively. The Train Chip 5s I see myself getting a few of, just because that's the preferred way to train Guilmon at the moment. And probably Vmon, I suppose. So yeah, I foresee me getting some of these, but Train Chip 2s? Probably not. If I give 3 and then 2, yeah, that'll work. So I need to give someone 2. Patamon needs them, really. And then I'll give someone the Train Chip 5. I think Guilmon did well, so I'll give it to Vmon. Vmon had a lot of fails. Yeah, that's not bad. I can make this work. We'll train defense for Guilmon. Man, that's going to be annoying to see in that TP1. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Nice. Oh. Worth a try. Alright. I think we're gonna go 5 into defense? Yeah, 5 into defense. Go for it. I swear I never win at those. And into speed. Because Patamon needs to be fast enough. Patamon needs to be fast enough. Good. To outspeed bosses whenever it comes to using Crimson Flame. We at least get 4? Okay. I'll take that. And Vmon defense and speed. I think the defense first for Vmon. I think Paladin mode is going to make Vmon pretty tanky just in general, so especially since Vmon will also have pretty strong heals. Wow. I wasn't kidding when I said Vmon wasn't doing particularly well. Okay, let's go 5 in speed. Oh well. I wasn't going to win it anyway. Digimon? Okay. 3 out of 5, not terrible. Alright, Guilmon's got 1. Can I train 1? I can. I don't think it's worth doing though. Alright. Let's go have a look at... Oh, okay. We're going into a battle here. It's Betamon. Is it just me or is the aspect ratio kind of weird? Let me have a look at that real quick. Properties. Check the aspect ratios right. I'm pretty sure someone said... Wait, not that. Please. Oh, I can do 20:9 aspect ratio? That's funny. I could do Eyefinity aspect ratio? I need to have a look and see if that's actually possible. I'd love to do that for the next stream I do of this. I think I'll leave it as is. It looks kind of weird, but that's maybe just Betamon. Oh, Greymon looks normal, so... Okay. So I'll show where I did some training. Before we continue. I'm going this way roughly anyway. Hopefully sound is all okay. Yeah, that's good to me. Camera's picking me up, yep, okay. If I see anything noteworthy, I'll point it out, otherwise I'll just leave it. I think Patamon could probably fight Ogremon. Yeah, I'll be fine. Hopefully Patamon's defense isn't completely awful now. Yeah, that's fine. Many of the Digimon in the post-game hit quite hard, even though... Oh, I thought it was a two-shot. Okay. Here it is then. Alright. So here, if you go fishing... I should put Guilmon out first, shouldn't I? Yeah, we should put Guilmon out first. Guilmon's probably got the highest chance of winning. Like I said, this is where I trained Guilmon. I trained Vmon for a little bit here as well. Right, this is the Black Scorpionmon I was talking about. They drop train chips you can try and steal, but there's honestly no point. It'll probably run before you get hit. My preferred way to do it was just use Heaven Hit. I think he was strong enough to do so using a Thunder Bolt Power, that's it. I should know because I spent ages farming them. Yeah, basically every fight is a level, up until about level 90-ish, where Megas slow right down. And in Phoenixmon's case, it's like level 85 or something. An item here. It's probably nothing, but I'm gonna go back and get it. Digimon definitely does not need to fight right now, though. In terms of experience, the hardest one by far to level was Patamon. That's why Patamon's out in front. For comparison's sake, Vmon and Gilmon are about the same speed to level. Oh, Ice Chip, okay. Yeah, I'll get to that in a bit. I could probably take down Tuskamon in one hit, maybe. Is it wind? Or is it ice? I think it's ice. Yeah, we got MP. Let's use it. Oh yeah. Over 1,000 damage is good for magic. Magic is good against enemies with high defense. Typically you don't get too many enemies with both. And the ones that are probably bosses anyway. You notice we're walking this way. I do need to go this way. Just not to heal, not yet. I also don't need to do the hazard set for Gilmon just yet because we lost a bit of strength anyway. We're just walking to the second place I went training. Tortomon you can train on here a little bit. If you're that under leveled that you can fight Scorpionmon, this is quite nice too. I can't remember if it's ice or lightning. It's ice. Definitely ice. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't actually check if Conquest of Azeroth was actually over or not. I just assumed it was. Alright, I'll have a look at that in a moment. So the hole here is quite nice. It leads to a circuit board. Most of the circuit boards aren't particularly well documented. Though I did find a post on GameFAQs that explained where some enemies can be found. This one I found to be the hardest circuit board, but maybe there's stronger enemies. All of the strongest enemies in the game, aside from, you know, boss enemies, can be found at the dead end of circuit board. Honestly, going here, I might actually not be prepared. Those of you who are aware, yeah, this is it here, I think. In this map, you can find the strongest dark-type enemies. Apocalypse, I think Venomoutusmon is here as well, and I think there's someone else. Ghostmon, whatever it's called. The one with the big giant eye. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to stick around here because I'm not really ready for this area. I did a lot of leveling with Patamon with Seraphimon as its load, so I had strong wind techs to fight with. This map wasn't too bad to fight in, honestly. I didn't stay here that long anyway, just because some of the enemies were a bit sketch to fight. Especially with the speed stat that some of the enemies here have. Especially the Spirit and Wisdom stats. They seem to be quite high here, which means magic is kind of annoying to fight with. Once I got Sakyamon, I went over this way. Right, Kicking Forest. And we didn't fight, we fished. So this is one of the most annoying enemies to fight, honestly. It will almost always get at least a poison off. Right, anyway. Miss. Really came? Yeah, I did fight a fair few Cardamon, but I don't think I was successful. Cardamon are a bit tanky. stopping them from running is quite difficult. Right, yeah. If you cannot fight Scorpiomon, the second best enemy to fight, honestly, is probably this Pinky Beatermon. You will probably remember I was fighting it a long time ago, back when I was just getting started with the Amaterasu server. But yeah, these are still good to fight. These also flee, but they're a lot less tanky than the Black Scorpiomon, so chances are you'll be able to get one. And just to prove it, of course this is Sakuyamon's strongest lightning tech, so you know, if Patamon can do it, anyone can do it. This would be a good place to, I don't know, farm ultimates so you can get close to getting megas. And there was one more place I visited. Yes, we will be doing circuit board exploration soon enough. I mean, properly. The problem with the Sakuyamon techs, these two, they're really expensive to run. Nearly 100 MP. That's because they're loaded though. They're not that bad if Sakuyamon's using them. Wow, I figured that would be a one-shot. There's a defense and speed coming in. That's fine though. We've got just enough to one-shot. Which means the strategy is working. Alright. We're just gonna backtrack all the way to Asuka City. We are going roughly in this direction anyway, so... Oh, okay. I think it's Lightning Week, I think. Could be Ice Week. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's a one-shot though, so I'll take that. I still don't know all of the enemies around here. This new world is kind of strange. I'm just gonna run from this one, I think. Right, so the other one that I went to, and I think I read about this one, is up by Asuka City in Plugkeep, I think? I can't remember what was there, but I was there. So. Coincidentally, this would have been a good fight had Skullgreymon actually decent fire techs like Flame Lance. So let's give Omnimon a chance. Oh wait, does Vmon have a weapon equipped? I don't think so. Doesn't matter, it's enough. Nice. Digimon doesn't even have a weapon equipped. Digimon's gonna be crazy overpowered eventually. Yeah, at some point I'm just gonna train attack and just stick a shield on Vmon. It might be easier. I know there are probably people that have mathed out whether it's easier to use a shield or not in the late game. I know, you know, early mid game using a two-handed weapon is pretty much always better. For this one, I'm just gonna use Electro Bolt. Save the MP. Hopefully I'm not sitting too high. Is there a way for me to find out? Push my phone back a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm an hour in and I haven't really even started. Anyway. There's some nice enemies in here, but I don't think they're relevant. There's an item here that I forgot to pick up. And it's just an armor chip. I mean, all defense is useful, honestly. Okay, I think it's this one. The one up north doesn't really go anywhere, but this one has some nice enemies in it. Anyway, there was some research that I read into about the post-game in this game, and apparently it was designed to go a lot further than it actually did. Right, so here we have Blue Meramon. Use Giga Freeze, but I'm just going to attack it and see how we do. Yeah, I figured. I'll just use Giga Freeze. That should be enough, right? Although I think Meramon has high spirit, right? Yeah, it does, yeah. Alright, attack out then. It's got high fire. Omnimon it is in. Okay. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yeah, Vmon is tanky enough to dish and deal. Well, that's the intention anyway. Now let's see if I can actually find the circuit board in question. There's some items down here as well, but finding them is kind of a pain. I did, however, find an ice chip down here while I was exploring. By complete accident, I forgot that I wasn't streaming. It is the exit that takes you up to Kicking Forest. I do remember, though, that finding my way here was quite difficult. Maybe it was top left. I had a map here, but I don't know where the map is. So. And yes, it was one of my very famous paper-drawn maps. Digimon's pretty decent experience, but it's not something you want to fight a lot of because they tend to evade a lot of attacks. And they've got high wisdom, which meant that's a no-go for Patamon. If you've seen a pattern, these are basically the enemies from the north sector. Makes sense. I love how Vmon's fast enough to get a hit in before Shadramon does. Shadramon can also run. I think Shadramon was the Firepower S, wasn't it? Or was it Firepower 2? Whatever. Am I going to be able to get out of here? That is the question. Wait, did I just go in a circle? Oh. Why? Yeah, this is why circuit board is annoying. This is why I wrote a map, and this is why, unfortunately, I lost it. There's actually a pattern to circuit boards as well. I used to know it, but unfortunately I completely forgot what it was. Oh, hello. I don't remember you. Lynxmon is kind of cool actually, it's an armor evolution that we never get to see. Yeah, that double attack though, wow. Go get him. That's why I train speed. Right, so it's top right I think then. Alright, what's in here? I'm looking for a dead end, by the way. I can't remember which one it is. Oh wait, maybe there's a map for this one. Oh wait, was this? Circuit board... Wait, it might be in the post-game guide. Circuit board. Oh. Wait, is that the one at the top? Am I in the wrong one? I might be. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Yeah, there is a map for this, but it's, well, quite hard to read. I think I am in the wrong circuit board. Oops. Alright, let's just keep going. This will take me well, somewhere. I think it's on the one on top of the cliff. I think going top right here take... Oh, hello. Speaking of ice. I don't think Flame Ball will do anything here. It's not nothing. I'm so glad I trained Ice Tolerance. Let's let Digimon have a go. But yeah, this is Marsmon. If you're familiar with the upcoming game, Marsmon might be a thing in that, I don't know. The problem with Marsmon is it's stuck on Galeamon, and I don't really want to use Galeamon too much at this moment. Oh, hello. Ignore it. Ignore it, just ignore it. Basically all of the Digimon down here are either here for DDNA, or to be a boss fight you haven't cleared because you missed it, or because they want to challenge you to a card battle. In which case, I don't care. So, we ignore those. Well, I ignore those. You wanna go torture yourself and do card battles in this game? Feel free. Not something I want though. Yeah, there's that double attack. Lovely. I don't know if that's the Frigimon from Asuka or the Frigimon from Amaterasu. Alright, we're getting close to the exit here. Oh, Antietam on ice. That's cool. This one, I believe, is from Amaterasu. It was from the ice dungeon, I think. I mean, I suppose if you were training, say, a War Greymon or Omnimon, this would be a nice place to be. I mean, maybe Black War Greymon can get away here, just using Flame Lance. I don't know how much Black War Greymon gets access to, because I don't remember. Is he the guy? Yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Like I said, I don't remember what any of them here do, so... I mean, I did say this was exploration. Mojamon can be quite annoying early on in the North Sector progression. But here it's fine. I mean, the circuit board's not infinite. If you keep walking, eventually you'll find either a dead end or the exit, so... Oh, Vikmon. Vikmon. I think this is Vikmon too, isn't it? And it could be Vikmon. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that with Patamon, there's no point. Let's see if we can take this hit. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. No confusion. Oh, we'll just get the second hit. Never mind. Yeah, I think that's Vikmon too. Okay, let's do some healing here. Alright, onwards. This looks like an exit to me. Oh, it's a dead end. Okay, let's see what we got here. Many of the dead ends have strong Digimon in them, so... Sometimes the spawn rate, yeah. Okay, we have Antietam, okay. Ah, no, this is Vikemon 2, okay. Well, if Vikemon 1 hurt, this is gonna hurt more. Here we go. Oh, that's not that bad. Not as bad as I expected. And it's a two-shot, okay. Yeah, this might be a good place to train, if you're up for that. Decent experience too, it seems. Okay. Wow. Remember what I was saying about the spawn rate? Try a lightning bolt, see if that's enough. Oh, it's enough. It's plenty. Even Skull Greymon can do it. Yeah, this would be a good spot to level, I reckon. So yeah, that's pretty much how I did circuit board stuff back in the day, is I could just kind of explore and fan Digimon. Oh, I'm so glad I trained Ice Tolerance. Patamon does not care about the cold. I remember Giga Freeze being real painful the first time I saw it. Ignore it. Pretend it doesn't exist. Oh, we got Dark Matter. That's nice. Icemon, I think, was from the Lake of Ice in Asuka server. Try a Lightning Bolt, see how this does. Icemon I remember being fairly bulky. 2 Lightning Bolts to take one out. Yeah, definitely want Fire Text. That's why I'm training Skull Greymon. Oh, postgame, my brother told me about this last week when he visited me. Your brother is very cultured. The American version didn't get the postgame, so only the European and the Japanese players will know what the postgame is or even how to do it. Frankly, it's been so long that I don't even remember where I'm going. And the postgame is pretty rough too. Both in terms of translation and story. It basically becomes the original story for Digimon World 3, you know, without Lucky Mouse and the AOA and such. Like, collect all the badges and become the champion. Yeah, now we can actually do that. I was told about 80 hours long to get a few weapons. Oh, no. It's not really 80 hours long to get the weapons, it's more that if you don't have the Digimon required to level 40 to get to that point, it's quite annoying to train them to that point. But I planned around it and, you know, I got what I needed to. Also, if you know the training locations, getting to level 40 to unlock the weapon is not terribly difficult. And all of the weapons that you need to obtain to make the ultimate weapon is, well, they're all bought. So. Although, that being said, in the post-game, the weapons aren't bought, they're actually found in chests. If you don't know where they are, finding them can be quite annoying. Yeah, do those weapons before the post-game, my advice. As for why Skull Greymon, because Patamon needs Dark and Fire techs. Otherwise I would probably just not use Patamon. That being said, how techniques work is it uses the stats of the Digimon you load from, so even though it's Skull Greymon, if he's using Sakuyamon's techs, Skull Greymon is using Sakuyamon's techs with the power that Sakuyamon has. So it's totally fine. Oh, this looks like an exit. I don't know where I'm going, but this looks like an exit. Oh, is this it? It is! Okay, yeah, this is where I've already been. I stumbled on here by accident. I don't know how I got here. Yeah, there's an item right here. This nice chip. Now that I know where I am, I'm going to find my way back. I don't need to guess now. Okay, that was Kicking Forest up. I am referring to a guide here. We can get to Central Park from here by going to the top left. Ish. Right. And then we can get back onto the boss fights and such. Hopefully I won't just get the floor wiped. One sec. Because last time around I completed the point at which the North American version of the game ends, and then you go into the post game. I did one of the bosses on the post game, and it took me literally half an hour to do. I was not prepared. Let's get Onrymon out here. Now I'm a little bit more prepared. I know that a lot of people like to grind to ridiculous lengths and just create a Digimon that can't be beaten, but frankly I was trying to do that, and getting a level like every hour and a half is kind of annoying. I feel like level 60 is some sort of soft cap. Well, that was Patamon anyway. Gyomon and Vmon were much easier. Vergai, by the way, is one of my subscribers. I offered to name Digimons after people who visit, so he just happened to be here and claimed Vmon early. Oh yeah, that reminds me, if anyone wants a Digimon named after them, please feel free to ask. I still have 2 more. Now, I've got more, but you probably won't see them on screen. Alright. So map, there we go. Oh, I didn't mean to physically attack there. Brain on autopilot. Is that a coordinate system? No. That's a spacing system. I'm not super familiar with how to create ASCII, so I was just confused by seeing the letters. I suspect my monospaced font is wrong. The first Digiworld I played was 4. I couldn't get past the first screen. Oh, okay. So Digimon World 4 is a bit of an oddity in that it's very different from all the other Digimon World games. I mean that's pretty par for the course, but as a hack and slash ARPG, it wanted you to be playing with your friends. And this meant that the first map, solo, is quite painful. I think it was Death Valley or something. And that's a pretty normal experience. I had that as well. I didn't have friends, yeah, me neither. That's just my experience from watching other people play through this game. Once you're past like the first boss, it's totally fine. You shouldn't have that experience again. But it is kind of annoying. It's almost like they didn't even test that. Like, oh, Blue Numemon. Didn't expect to see that. Yeah, if Quality Assurance went through that level and said, well, yeah, this is okay, I'd be wanting to have a word with them. Let's see if we're strong enough to fight this yet. Yeah, we'll be fine. No, you don't. I did enjoy World DS later and Dawn and Dusk. Oh yeah. So, World DS and Dawn and Dusk are part of the Digimon Stories series. After Digimon World, I think it was Data Squads, they separated the Digimon World games into World and Story. World are the games that you can expect to be raising a Digimon and potentially lose it or have it revert to a Digi-Egg. The Digimon Story are the traditional turn-based RPGs. And Digimon World DS and Dawn and Dusk was the start of that. There were also several of the Digimon Story games that never made it across out of Japan. Those were Lost Evolution, the Cross Wars games, and there was something else. Can't remember what it was. We also didn't get redigitized, which meant that whenever Digimon World, Digimon Stories Cyber Sleuth came out, everyone was kind of confused at the name scheme. But yeah, if you enjoy World DS and Dawn and Dusk, this and Digimon World 2 are pretty similar. Especially World DS is pretty similar to this game. I think this is the right exit. Yeah, here we go. This should take me out to Central Park. Yeah. Ah, okay. Not lost anymore. But yeah, Digimon World 4 is kind of an odd game and most people say it. As much as I like it, it's too odd for the series. I feel like Digimon World 2 and 3 were part of the same sort of idea and experiment. Digimon World 4 didn't fit either of those, and it didn't fit the monster raising, so it doesn't feel like it fits. Right, so let's go see if we can do a boss fight. We're just gonna hop over to the forest, we'll save, and we'll head over to Protocol Ruins, where I believe there's another boss fight in there. Whether I'm capable of it or not, I have no idea. Patamon should be strong enough to fight this. The other thing about this game is most people tend to pick the pack with Renamon and Agumon in it, which is the one that I would advise. It's basically easy mode. I'm not sure this is the hard mode pack, but it's not the easy mode pack. The reason is because Renamon gets levels way quicker than Patamon does, and Agumon's a nice middle. Why is boss spelled this way? Backwards is sob. Like we end up crying when you fight the boss and lose. There's multiple meanings for sob, and they both be right, but yes. I don't remember the last time I actually lost a boss fight. Usually I can dig my heels in and come out on top, but sometimes it can be a bit of a nightmare. The fight in this game that most people tend to struggle with is the Game Master fight. Her Persianmon is quite annoying to fight. But then most of the boss fights in this game I've won are largely because of the Blast Evolution system. If you take enough damage, you will forcibly Digivolve, and you unlock your Mega Digimon's signature technique, and that's usually enough to end the fight. Oh, I forgot to save. I think it's a cool mechanic. I think it's very anime and very fitting for the series. I also think it needs to come back. I also think the soundtrack is very peak. Although you'll definitely get tired of the normal boss battle music, I think the boss battle musics are good enough to make up for it. In a Mario game, after 5 deaths, you get a special item to allow Mario to finish the level. Really? I suppose it's Nintendo. Nintendo's target audience tends to be youth. Actually, no. There's another game in which a similar system. If you've ever played Gran Turismo before, it was one of the Switch games, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, if you ever played Gran Turismo before, there's a license test which you need to pass in order to continue the game. If you complete enough if you fail enough license tests as Aka, you get no prize, but you do make it to the end of them. You get a trophy called the Kid's Prize, or the Beginner's Prize. It's considered a trophy, and it does in fact get you the license, so you can continue. I think it's really cool that they've got a failsafe like that. Yeah, I'm not talking to him. Many of the tamers here challenge you to card battles. Card battles in this game are a nightmare. Oh, I can still do this, huh? Oh, wait, can I? Did I go too low? Yeah, I did. Alright. Some games make me feel sorry for us. The only games I feel sorry for are the games that predate the save era. Like, imagine getting 3/4 of the way through the game, needing to switch the console off. Good job, you need to go and play the entire game again. I mean, obviously I'm not a retro gamer, but as someone who was born in the 90s, I feel like not being able to save your game is just a torture method. I need to save MP. I can't be spending too much of it. I need Patamon. I depend on Patamon. Oh, cool. 25. I forget what level Skull Greymon needs to be. 99, isn't it? Or is it 40? No, it's 40 for Champion to Ultimate. I think it's 99 for Ultimate to Mega. Alright. Yeah, here we go. Right. Let's prepare here. Vmon I will leave as is. What are we fighting here actually? Or do that? Leader. It's the Baihu leader. Okay. Oh well, I don't know which one it is. Baihu, that is the Siryu boss. It's pretty likely it's going to be Pharamon, Master Tyrannomon, and Chimeramon. Fire and ice will be useful, but avoid thunder and dark. Well, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Right, so what we're going to do... We're going to stick Firepower S on Vmon. And we'll stick Ice... Oh wait, does Gilmon need that? I don't think so. I think Gilmon will be just fine with his melee attack as is. Of course, we don't have Gallantmon anymore, so... We do have speed up, but we don't have mega speed. Maybe it would have been smarter to take Gallantmon with me. Do I want to do this? I'm gonna guess he's probably gonna lead with Pharamon, so let's lead with Vmon. Okay, let's give this a shot. Yeah, epic items. Alright, boss time. Here we go. Oh, Griffamon? What? Okay, so we need to switch. Yeah, this is not the boss I thought it was. Okay, so I'm starting off on a back foot. Ouchies. Wow, that hurts. Let's see, Griffamon weak to ice. Wait, weak to ice and thunder? I'm going to use Soul Charge here. I'm probably only going to get one hit in, but... Go get him. Oh, this is not going to be good. Let me see here. Well, I can't check the... I forgot what Crimson Flame does. I'm gonna go check. Yes, it's worth. I know Patamon has the heal. Revive all allies with max HP. Right. So, Gilmon. Unfortunately, Guilmon is going to have to sacrifice himself for this. Oh wait, lightning? We're going to go for a heaven hit here. See if this works. That's a little bit better. Yeah, Guilmon's going to sacrifice himself for this. Oh wait, we can use wind, right? No, it's ice and thunder, okay. Maybe we'll get a second hit? No, okay. Thank you, Guilmon. We'll get a clean switch into Omnimon, which is what I want. Should be able to finish it off with a loaded heaven hit here. Okay. They are switching into Metal Seedramon. I believe this is the only place you'll be able to find a Crimson Cable, if that's the case. Assuming it does in fact drop it. Now, Metal Seedramon is weak to Thunder. This is why I switched into Vmon here. It's still bulky as hell. But Vmon is strong enough to take the hits. I'm not surprised, this is usually the way it is. I'm not sure what Digimon this is loaded from, probably Imperial Dramon. Right, so after this I'm going to let Patamon come in. And Patamon will revive both Vmon and Guilmon. Works. $200 MP, this had better be worth. Yes! And then we can switch to Guilmon and go to Marsmon. Guilmon's tanky enough for this. Right, Soul Charge. Now to know Metal Seedramon's weak to Thunder, this should be pretty beefy. Heaven's hit. Oh yeah! Wow, 1400 damage. Okay. So, last is Hyandramon. You're going to be weak to Thunder for sure. But also Water. I don't think I have anything with Water, so... Oh, he hits like a truck. If that's the case, then I'm not going to use Soul Charge, I'm just going to go straight into Heaven Hit. Oh, he's tanky. I wonder if he's got Atomic Ray. Hyandramon was a boss in the west sector, and he has an instant kill attack called Atomic Ray. You can resist it, but honestly there's no point. The ring does nothing. It's entirely possible that he'll wait till my last Digimon. Ah, here we go, yeah. He does in fact have the instant kill attack. And yeah, that was the instant kill. Okay. So it's entirely possible that he could one-hit KO Patamon. Oh, the double attack. The speed training worked. So yeah, for that we managed to get 1200 damage in. And we're actually landing hits. Uh-oh, here we go. It's not a kill. Excellent. Will we survive? Yes! Oh, Vmon. Oh. Never mind then. I tried. Now I could be a real ass and give Patamon all of the experience, but honestly, it's safe. There's a non-zero chance that Hyandramon resists the attack. We'll use another Crimson Flame here. Yeah, this was the missing link from the last battle. Yeah, I knew you were going to try it. If Hyandramon had resisted the attack and countered with Atomic Ray, I would have gotten a game over there. Right, so we're going to go into Guilmon. I know this seems like I'm being too careful, but you can't be too careful of Hyandramon. I'm going to use one of my life discs. That'll give me Patamon back. Oh, and I got the double in? Awesome. He's low enough that I don't need to worry about the accuracy. And it's a win. Yay! Level 60 is in fact enough. But yeah, if that Metal Seedramon drops it at all, that would be the last chance for you to get the Crimson Cable. Okay. So that's the second boss down. Ooh. Tell you what, that went a lot better than the previous one. No crying or sobbing here. Well, not this time anyway. It's entirely possible that I was a bit earlier in fighting Zambamon, or that my levels were simply too low. This game's like that sometimes. I don't believe there's another boss in there, so... Alright. I'm going to guess the next one is probably... where Master Tyrannomon was. Up in the dinosaur area. Like I said, it's not this bit isn't super well documented. Oh, it is. So we beat Zuchu, we beat Baihu. Zhuanwu, yeah. Zhuanwu's up by Master Tyrannomon, okay. I'm surprised Deltamon survived. Thankfully, this post-game is entirely in one sector, so running about doesn't take that long. And imagine if the post-game was split across 4 sectors and having to use the circuit board to get between them. Oh my. No thanks. I suspect the camera's suffering because it's dark now. Ooh, flame breath, nice. Oh yeah, the camera's really suffering. Let me fix that. Probably glitch in there. Yeah. No? Well, it's just about able. There we go. Okay, that'll do. Oh, I see, I need to set a post on. Is it because of the screen? It is, okay. 1 second. There we go. Let's see. Not struggling with the light above me? It is, yeah. I need to get something to fix now. Yeah, sorry about that. Whenever I switch to the light on, the camera glitches out due to the glare. I just put something on top of the camera. Stops the glare of the light getting into it. Okay, let's go heal. Maybe bring Gallantmon into the party as well. Gallantmon's buffs are very powerful. They don't last very long, but they're powerful enough to get a head start in the boss fight. Okay. So since we're working on Marsmon, I'll put Manamayatusmon away for now. Oh, Gallantmon had more text. Oh, it's Wargramon that I need, okay. That'll do. Buffs don't really scale in the same way. They're just kind of there. I suppose if you were going for Gallantmon, you could get the Mega Speed buff, which is, you know, speed for your entire party. I don't think I have that in any other way. No. I've got Slow Down, but that's not really the same thing. We'll just go with Wargramon for now. So weird, I'm sure I had Gallantmon's signature attack, huh? That's so weird. I have to go check the end of the last stream that I did and see if I had the signature tech for Gallantmon. Well, whatever. Wargrammon's buffs are fine, I guess. Right, and then we can save. And then we'll go to Tirana Valley. Alright, so let's see what we have left. Okay, so this one is either Pharamon, Masatyranamon, Chimeramon, or Skull Mammothmon, Waramonzamon, and Waymon. I should probably heal. Get the MP back. The team that has Pharamon, Masatyranamon, and Chimeramon is probably poison based for the most part. Pharamon has a debuff, I can't remember what it is, it's not Confusion, might be Poison. I think it's Necromist. Chimeramon has Heat Viper, which is Poison. Master Tyrannomon is just, well, it's Master Tyrannomon. Nothing special. Skullmammothmon, Warriormonzemon, and Waymon. Warriormonzemon's probably the one to worry about the most. If you can get that down, you're probably fine. Waymon is probably just a bulky SOB. Oh, Piedmon. That's cool. I didn't know Piedmon was here. Let's try Flame Breath. See how much that does. Not too much. I'd probably only use it if I was trying to fight something that's fire weak. Oh, Piedmon's just bulky, okay. Fine. Piedmon's cool, but it's not necessarily my first choice. I'll just heal using items. Healing items aren't particularly useful during boss fights when every turn matters. Plus, I'm getting plenty of bits anyway, so... Wait, since when does my desktop have 2 volume icons? Oh, it's Noise Torch, okay. I should change that. I don't remember how to change that. I'll have to fix that at some point. Oh wait, I know what's going on here. So, at the end of each icon, KDE puts a button to mute the application. Noise Torch is right at the end, but right next to the system tray. That's why it's doing that. I can fix that, since I know what that is. Wait. That's turned off. Why? Well, that's got to be broken then, doesn't it? I'll have to fix that later. Ooh, Valkyrmon. Valkyrymon's cool. Unfortunately, I also remember it not being very much of anything. Though I suppose when you first encounter it, it can be pretty annoying to fight. They're fast, tanky, don't do too much damage, they take forever to fight. Luckily, we're on a post-game. We're several levels above them. Alright, is there a boss here? There is, okay. This guy looks suspiciously like the guy from North Sector, so I'm gonna say this is probably the Skullmammothmon lead. So, let's prepare for that. Skullmammothmon, weak to wind. Waymon, weak to thunder. So what we'll do is we'll lead and run Guilmon. Guilmon can have wind power S. Oh wait, Guilmon doesn't have wind. Unless I get rid of MP Mega Proxy. Let's get rid of that. Stick wind on. MP Mega Proxy will be super useful later whenever we get whatever it's called. G-Charge, that's the one. Vmon, I'm going to keep with Thunder. Oh, I should have been using the Power Brace and the Training Book. I went and grinded for those and I forgot to use them. See, that's how you know it's been a while since I last played. And I think Patamon is probably fine as is. Patamon could probably help against Waymon in a pinch, but I don't see me having the time to do that. We don't need Binder Crest. Binder Crest is a run one, right? Yeah, that's a run one. I want that. What have I got equipped? Counter Crest. Let's go MP Mega Proxy. Multi-Crest and Wind. MP Mega Proxy and Bolt Power. Okay. That should be fine. I've only got the MP Mega Proxy on Vmon to compensate for its low MP. Okay, boss fight time. Let's go. Double check. Yeah, I need to lead with Gilmon here. God Mammothmon, I'm expecting to be a monster in terms of attack. Here we go. Yep, I was right. Okay. Let's go Mega Protection here. Then I'll use Mega Strength the next turn. Should be tanky enough now. Yeah. And then we'll use a Supercharge. Oh, we get a spare attack, huh? What do I want to do with this? Don't really want to use Curse Puppet, they're too valuable. I do have Vacuum Cannon. Where's that from? Oh wait, is that his? Oh, okay, well this is very good. I don't see him getting a second attack in. Skullmouthmon seems slow. Let's go Vacuum Cannon. I should use Soul Charge, but whatever. We are totally fine now. Wow, this is easy. Go Marsmon. Let's see what we got here. Warumunzimon. Warumunzimon can be annoying to fight sometimes. Yeah, I thought so. Let's see. Warumunzimon doesn't resist anything I use, so I'm tempted to try and paralyze it, but paralyzing a boss is quite difficult. They've got high debuff resistance. I've seen it happen before, but I think I would like to Mega Protection. What's Vmon's Dark Defense like? Oh, Dark Defense is through the roof. Let's go Mega Strength. Thank you, Gilmon. Much appreciated. Yeah, here's the attack that makes things annoying. That's fine, it only reduces Gilmon's strength. And let's go in on Vacuum Cannon and get some damage in before Vmon switches in. Oh, defense, do that. It's possible to defend against it, but it's a magic tech, so it's quite difficult to do so. Not on Pyrodramon, Omnimon, I think. Yeah. Let's see, what do we do? What do we do? Well, he doesn't resist Thunder. Thunder only helps. What's Imperialmon's attack stat? Max. He's also a Mega too. I think Impact Rush is a good option here. This is why I put MP Mega Proxy on. Wow, that's some big damage. Warumunzimon's pretty fast too. Alright. That just leaves Waymon. And I'm already set. Apparently this is the recolor Waymon. Do you see it? Because I don't. Yeah, he's just going to be tanky, isn't he? Well, let's just go Impact Rush again then. We've got MP to spare. Is this going to be a 2-shot? That'd be nice. There's a normal strength, okay. This will be a 3-shot then, probably. Gonna use an Ultra Charge after this attack. Unless it's a critical hit. Okay, we're good. Ultra Charge! This will be a resistance check. Which is fine. Why did you get defense down last? That's so weird. Okay, do I have time? I do, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and get Guilmon up. Just so that Guilmon gets some experience from this. And we'll switch Patamon into Sakyamon. Patamon can finish it. That way Patamon gets experience too. Oh, but the counter as well. Get him! 1,000 damage, that's not terrible. Nice. Right, that's 2 bosses down. Secret training program. Yeah, it's called grinding. Get used to it. Okay, next boss. Now that I know where the next boss is, I just don't know where it is. Done that, done that, done that. In the city? That'd be weird. Is this going to be a really short post game? I mean, I know what the plot twist is for the post game, but because that is one of the things that I remember. I suppose if you didn't take the time to do the ultimate weapon quests before the post game like I did, the post game would be really quite long, like Kaizaki was saying. Yeah, Kaizaki. Oh, Puppetmon. Puppetmon's cool. I don't know if Puppetmon is weak to fire or if it's weak to wind, but it seems to be working, so let's stick with that. I believe after this there's only one more boss battle, I think. I'm gonna just double check that. It doesn't say if the black Digimon are available for fighting again. Beware, the post-game versions of the Ultimate Digimon and the Black Digimon are much stronger than their pre-Galacticmon versions. I could have a look. You know what? Yeah, let's have a look. Right, I'm going to be back in a moment. I'm just going to go visit the bathroom. Let's see, I need text here. Well, nothing to do with the server. Well, let's break. That. Oh, come on, I can do better than that. Oh, wait, can I? I might not have the extension to be able to do better than that. Outline. How do I make the outline bigger? Well, I don't know what that does. What about drop shadow? That's a little bit easier to read. There you go. Right, back in a moment. Hey guys, I'm back. Alright. And get rid of this. Our game. Which tab? This tab, okay. I visited the bathroom and I got snacks. Not at the same time though. Right. So yeah, I feel like this is going to be pretty short if the walkthrough is to be believed. They weren't kidding whenever they said it was rather short. I don't remember it being this short, but maybe I was one of those people who forgot to get the ultimate weapons before the post-game. Right, supposedly this is the next boss fight. I should probably say heal and save first, huh? The only leader who's in the right place. Okay. Okay. Save is in the other tower. I know I played this game for way too long when I was younger, but this entire soundtrack is very nostalgic for me. Yeah, if you're grinding for the post-game, it seems that level 60 is about right. Maybe you can do earlier, but this feels about right. Hey, Virgai, how's it going? If you had been here half an hour earlier, you would have been in Beetlejuice. Yeah, I was mentioned to Kaizaki earlier that I had names up for grabs if you want them, but since we're that close to the end of the game, they weren't interested. However, this time, things are going much better. Oh, I forgot to equip. Watch this. Watch this go horribly wrong. Let me double check here. I want to formulate a strategy real quick. Okay, so Pheromon, weak to fire, that's not great. I don't have anyone with fire. Master Tyrannomon, weak to ice. Ice I can do. Patamon has ice, and Chimeramon is weak to nothing. Okay. I don't expect Pheromon to be particularly strong, so let's lead with Mega Strength. Nice. Starting the way I mean to continue. Unfortunately, I don't have anything that I can really fight him with. Does he resist anything? Doesn't look like it, so let's just go with my strongest attack. Here we go. I was talking about Necromist earlier, it's kind of annoying because poison does so much damage. This is why I didn't bother with Mega Protection. There's no need. Yeah, I did a lot of speed training, so now we're getting double attacks. Those double attacks are actually coming in handy now. Hey Virgai, do you remember when I was talking about Digimon Masters Online? I don't know, like a month or two ago, was it? Pheromon sucks to fight. Oh, he does. It's that poison damage. Luckily, we're fast enough. Okay, so there are at least one private servers for Digimon Masters Online, and the one that I play makes enough changes to not be annoying. Kind of like the old days. Ooh, Master Tyrannomon. This is going to be an interesting fight. Oh, hard. It's so hard. We're gonna go Mega Protection here, I think. Yeah. Give me a sec. Do I have any screenshots of this? I don't think I do. Not on here, anyway. No. It's Digital Master, I think it's called. Wiki. Yeah, that one. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures. Not on this install. I had to get Windows sorted so I could play it, but... do we have Ice Text? No, not on this Imperial Digimon. Alright, what we'll do is we'll go into Sakyamon, we'll use a disc to heal Gyomon, and then we'll go on attacks. I hope Sakyamon lives through this. Okay, we got 2 attacks in at once. Right. What can we do here? Gear freeze. Okay, Patamon seems to be doing fine. Try again. Wow, this guy's tanky. I have an idea. I never expected this to come in handy. Nice knowing you, Patamon. Oh. Wow, okay. It kind of reminds me of the way Digimon Masters used to be. Before it got out of control. Use full heal. Right, there's 2 ways I can handle Master Tyrannomon. I can bait a counter, or I can keep trying until I land a tech, and even then I don't know if it's going to do anything. Unfortunately, the way that server is handling Digimon Masters is that in order to make Digimon attainable, they're done so through limited time events. This means that if a particular Digimon is tied to an event and you miss that event, then you miss that Digimon. Maybe they come back later, who knows. So, you know, if I was trying to get Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, then, you know, if I miss the timing, then I miss the timing. Is the only way to do this physical attacks? Oh, this is going to be annoying as hell. Right, I have an idea. Ice field. Oh, I hope Omnimon's fast enough. Okay, Omnimon's tanky enough. Impact Rush. Okay, this'll work. Let's try Confusion. No? Okay then. Like I said before, Omnimon's tanky enough to take hits. I think I'm tanky enough to fight Chimeramon. Chimeramon is fire base, I think. Sort of like Pheromon. But fire. Let's see. I remember fighting this was kind of painful the last time. Oh, he uses Dark. In that case, Vmon should be fine, shouldn't it? Yeah, Vmon is totally fine, okay. The only thing I need to not use is... Oh, it's Thunder, of course. Gilmon's bad versus Dark. Palmon's kind of injured. I wish they would remaster World 3 and give us other Omnimon forms. I don't think so. I think we'll just have to settle for whatever we get at this point. I'm not 100% sure about what I want to do right now. I mean, I could try using Ice. Yeah, let's do it. Patamon doesn't fear Dark Elemental, so... I seem to remember Chimeramon having a second effect, but I can't remember what it was. Was it Confusion? Does Chimeramon count as a ghoul? I've got the MP, let's give it a shot. The answer is no. A man can dream. Time Stranger is looking to be stacked in terms of how many Digimon will be in it. Yeah, some people say that about Time Stranger, but you know what gets me? How it looks. Time Stranger looks amazing. 323 damage. The only way I'm gonna get this is from counterbaiting, isn't it? Oh, that's the thing that really annoyed me. Alright, let's see if we can get out of the sleep. I need Patamon to be alive and awake. What have I got? I should have just attacked it physically, shouldn't I? Oh, I have an idea. Alright, Patamon's awake. The only thing I need to avoid using Chimeramon is Thunder and Dark. So, let's see if Gilmon will survive this. Yes, we can survive that. Let's go vacuum cannon. Let's see what this does. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, the annoying part about sleep is that it kind of stuck. The only thing you can really do is tag or disc. In that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Mega Strength and let Chimeramon take out Guilmon. Yeah, Chimeramon is exactly the way I remember him. Vmon, it's up to you. Hey, damage. Get him. Alright, I can survive another couple of hits. Keep going. I think this is worth using Ultra Charges on. Stay in. If we can guard an attack, we'll be set. Chimeramon seems a bit fast for that, though. Oh, I'm so glad I buffed Vmon's Dark Tolerance. Alright, let's get Guilmon up if we can. We can get Guilmon some experience. Waking up just in time. Good, good. Yep, this guy is exactly how I remember him. Wouldn't be something else if the gym leader decided to heal Chimeramon right here. Well, it's a good thing Chimeramon's always the last Digimon. I don't think any gym leaders in this game bother healing, which is kind of weird. Because the most annoying enemy to fight if you're underpowered is the Seraphimon, which do heal themselves. It's just weird that gym leaders don't use that mechanic. Alright, that's all the leaders down. Now, let's see. I ain't complaining? Oh yeah, definitely not. I remember late game Pokemon where basically everyone important has at least one full restore. At first it's like, oh wait, you have a full restore? Why? Why are they allowed that? Then it's like, oh boy, here we go. Round 2, fight. Right. We got all the partners, we got all the weapons, we got all the leaders. Have you tried Emerald Sea Glass? They spam that. Really? I'm not sure if I prefer competitive battling style like Kaizo or item spam like that. Not sure. Trying to see what the next step is. I think it's back to Asuka City. Not doing that. Is my fast scroll wheel. Don't care about that. You know what? This might end up being the last episode for this game. If this is exactly how I think it is. I need to be thinking about the strategy for this next one. Honestly, I was expecting to need to grind a lot more, based on what I remember, but... Hey, level 60 is pretty bad when it comes to leveling Patamon. Big turtle? Yeah. Turtle! Final Fantasy V reference. Yeah, up there, Kaizaki said that his friend spent many hours grinding the weapons. I suppose if you forgot to do the weapons before the post-game, it would take that long. Which is why I'm glad I spent that time doing the ultimate weapons before the post-game. Takes less time. But then again, in the US version, it doesn't matter, so... Datamon's probably machine, Bulbmon is probably water, and Armageddon's probably dark. Datamon, water... what was that? Thunder? If you remember, I spent a good amount of time grinding the Divermon by fishing for levels. When was this? Wow, Thunder seems really good. I don't have much in the way of fire. Wind. Oh wow, Gamon's gonna absolutely kick ass here. For levels it was not fun. Okay, so if you... oh, that's what I'll show you. It's not far from here. For Geomon and Vmon, you can go this way. The reason I say Geomon and Vmon is they get easy access to the lightning attribute. I guess Bearmon can do this super easy as well. Oh, sorry, Umamon. Because this is before Frontier, yes. Right, so if we go into the Wire Forest... I'll just run from these battles unless they're anything interesting. Nope. Bye. And we go down here and fish. Oh boy. Nailed it. Okay. So the normal fish from here is this Black Scorpiomon. I've talked about this before, but it's probably the best source of experience you can get. Not to mention, it also levels Megas up by 1, basically every time until their soft cap. The catch is that this variant of Scorpiomon is prone to fleeing. So unless you can one-shot it or get lucky, it's quite hard to farm. However, if you have Heaven Hit, which Vmon, Agumon and Kumamon get easy access to, you can probably one-shot it. And that's a mega level, right there. Yeah, you're facing the post-game stuff, which I know nothing about. This just looks scary. It's not that bad. Post-game is just weird because they decided to mix all of the encounters. And put some of the stuff in the circuit boards. Like, it's not that bad. I'd be more worried if all of the sectors were open and you'd have to travel across all of them to get stuff done. That sounds annoying. Terror Domain sounds annoying. This? Nah. In fact, honestly, this has been the shortest, grinding aside, arc of this entire game. I mean, assuming I do actually win this fight. I mean, if I win this fight, that's me done with this game. As for what's after, I haven't actually decided that yet. Although, I don't actually know how to start this part of the game. Because I don't think the walkthrough actually details this at all. Yes, I'm using a walkthrough for this bit of the game. Just because I don't want to run around lost like an idiot. I spent about an hour of the stream trying to get through the circuit boards, because I went into them to show off some of my grinding spots. Taking any suggestions? Not particularly. I do have a backlog, but it's more like 5 different games that I have on the stream. Well, apparently some of the Digimon required to get the ultimate weapons are a lot stronger on this side of the game. That makes sense. Oh, okay. I see where it is now. It says once you beat them all, go to the arena front desk and talk to the arena reception. Okay. I think Guilmon is gonna kick ass here. The only one it can... Wait, honestly, Guilmon's got everything it needs. I'm just gonna lead for Guilmon. Right, so the arena. Wait, is Imperialdemon Paladin mode in this version? It absolutely is. I think it requires Omnimon level 40. I did say that there's a pretty good chance I wouldn't be able to get there in time, so... I mean, yeah, I could spend the next, like, 20 minutes grinding it, but, like, how long have I been live? 2 hours and 40 minutes already, so... Honestly, Paladin mode's not gonna make that much impact here, especially if this fight is easy. Marsmon has everything Guillemon needs to beat the game. Oh, gotcha. Lol, no, don't torture yourself yet. Alright. I like how they're trying to keep it a secret. It's like the worst kept secret in this game. Oh, we go down here. Okay. Oh, it's Kurt. Wait, if Kurt's this strong, why isn't he the one doing the fighting? I'll just shut up here. Okay, this guy's quite tanky. Alright, I have an idea. Should be able to get one hit in. Oh, he's got auto recover as well. Okay, that proves that I absolutely need this then. He's fast too. Ooh, that's damage. That's good damage. How much does that recover then? 1/16th, I guess? A little bit. Oh, and he gets a double attack in too. That's gonna be Guillemon down, right? Yeah. Alright, Guillemon, you're up. Your turn. That normal defense doesn't sound good, but let's see if Omnimon can do any damage. Okay, that's some damage. Really, we need Guillemon alive here, don't we? Oh, and he does a lot of damage. I'm gonna do a clean switch though. Absolutely need to get Patamon in here. It's Fang. What was that? It's like he got 2 turns in but didn't do anything on the second turn. It seems like he's getting tankier each round. Alright, Patamon. Depending on you. I know Patamon's kind of squishy, but a counter will be good. Come on, Patamon. Survive. Oof. Had that been a double attack, that would have been the end. I hope the other ones aren't like this. It's fine. It's not out of control yet. This is why I bought so many supplies earlier. Because I was fully expecting this. Oh, you know what though? I've just noticed that Digimon has a hole in its glass container. Does auto recover stack? I hope not. I don't think it does. Right, let's try this again. The little detail there is good. Yeah, it's the same as the Digimon Adventure Datamon. Soul Charge. Should be able to get one hit in, then we need to heal. Assuming Datamon doesn't get 2 turns in. Ah. I tried. Don't know why he's spamming auto recover when he could be spamming attacks. Let's try Impact Rush. This has worked in the past. Oh, that works. No more auto recover? That means he's going to waste a turn doing auto recover, right? I mean, you might survive this. No. Alright, let's get Gilman out. We'll try a Soul Charge. I believe Datamon is the biggest wall here. Hitting twice? Right. Hey, that works. And his auto recover ran out too. Magic missile? Thank you for wasting a turn using auto recover there. Right, do we get our turn? This could be it. Yeah! Okay. They're gonna send out something. I don't know what it is actually. It's Bulbmon, okay. Bulbmon in the past has been kind of painful to fight. Well, look at that, it's Thunder. Luckily. Remember I was talking about Blast Evolution earlier? Well, here we go. Well, well, well. Oh, speed up? It means we're gonna have to be fast. We can't allow him to get fast. Oh wow, that's fast. I didn't expect Blast Digivolve to last 2 turns. I guess Bulbmon really is just that fast. I can't afford to switch, so we'll just heal. We'll just make this the strategy. He's already getting 2 turns in a row. I think this works. Alright, we just need one more of those. Yeah, I had problems with Bulbmon in the past. It basically required a Blast Digivolve to work. He's not fast enough that it's a problem yet. Although I think he's just crossed that threshold. This needs to hit. Ah, come on. Hopefully we have enough time to get a resin, yep. Right, we have 2 options here. We can keep fighting, or we can try and fish a counter. If we can fish a counter, that'll probably finish it. I say we fish for counter. There it is. Ah, blocked. Counters don't usually block. Oh wow. I'm starting to think that I should be using my own speed up buffs. Whatever. Let's try it. Yeah. The chance of him getting a double turn is too high to leave my HP that low. Okay. Man, his block chance is incredible. And he's faster now? I think that's GG. I'm gonna keep fighting, but... it's speed. It's the reason why I wanted speed in the first place. Like, most speed enemies tend to do this. They just get so fast that it becomes a problem to even hit them. I mean, there is something I can try. But it kind of relies on Patamon getting a turn in before he does. And it's the whole reason I had a problem with fighting Bulbmon in the past. Resetting? Nah. I'm not quite exhausted yet. I need to get a clean switch into Patamon. I think Sakyamon might be able to get around to his speed, but only if Patamon gets a turn in first. That works. Now we just need Patamon to get one last hit in. Patamon's magic defense should be high enough to resist us, right? Whoa! 4,000 damage, wow. Yeah, I'm not calling it just yet. If Sakyamon can still land hits, I'm okay with keeping on, keep trying. I had a feeling magic was going to be the way to deal with Bulbmon. I wasn't expecting water to do so much damage to Patamon though. Unfortunately, I can't just switch out into Patamon because he'll get a turn. And if that happens, Patamon's dead, so... So I'm okay to let Guilmon take the fall here. Come on, Sakyamon. Okay! Whew! Whew. Armageddon. Okay. I expect massive damage. Yeah. Hopefully Vmon gets a turn in before the end. I mean, you might just blast Digivolve. Thankfully the speed boost doesn't count for the whole party. Yay, blast Digivolve. That's what I was hoping for. Really, we need Guilmon out with wind. Anyone get the number on the semi that just hit Patamon? Okay. To be honest, I'm not surprised. Sakyamon is kinda weak defensively. Well, that's getting 2 turns in a row. He might survive. Yeah, good. Alright, what do we do here? Armageddon's weak to wind, but I need to avoid using thunder or dark. Well, I don't have any of those. I think Terra Destroyer is non-elemental, or is it Terra Force? I can't remember. Right, we Terra Destroyer. Shocker, it's dark. Oh, he's got a lot of HP. The question is, can Digimon get a soul charge and a vacuum cannon? Oh, Gimon's actually fairly tanky here. That might work in my favour. How much does that do? 1,000, okay. This is just gonna have to be the long game then, huh? Right, Patamon needs to come in as Phoenixmon and get the res off. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. Man, I'm so glad I got this technique. I mean, Patamon could counter this and do a bunch of damage, but I don't doubt Patamon will survive it. Oh! 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 I mean, I could try baiting counters. I've got a bunch of MP to do it with. Do it. At the same time, Armageddon could land a crit or a double turn and just KO Patamon. Ah, there it is, yeah. Gonna use Vmon to raise Patamon. I've got 40 life discs, so I might as well use them. Well, I might as well use them. Let's see if this works. No effect. Figures. I find it funny that Armageddon's the one that beats Omnimon, huh? Alright, Gilmon. Let's see if we can get some more damage in. This is why I did all the speed training earlier. Gilmon seems to be the only one that seems effective. Well, it's canon now, yeah. Soul charge. Hopefully we can get a heal in from the next attack. I'm sure Armageddon has a second attack though, right? Yeah, Gimon's not making this. Since that's off the end of a double attack though, Patamon should get the next attack in, right? Right? Yeah, good. Come on, counter. Is there anything I can do? I don't think so. I'll just try fishing counters, since Armageddon only attacks physically. I say physically with a fireball. Yeah, there's a counter. It lands! It's a fair amount of damage. Go, Patamon. I mean, Patamon doesn't survive the second attack, but honestly, that works. Right, we'll just repeat then. Battle strategy that works. Armageddon is stupid and only knows how to spam attacks. Oh, might as well do something. He resists lightning, but, well, it's not like you got anything else. I find it odd that he always does a double attack after a single attack. Wonder if they did that on purpose. Wouldn't it be funny as heck if Imperiodramon finished off Armageddon? It's a shame I can't Paladin mode. Omnimon stuck on Vmon. You think they did? I hope so. It would be really the only weakness Armageddon has. Well, I mean, Mega Crusher is physical, and I don't have Vacuum Cannon right now, so... And he's currently under the effect of Soul Charge. Why not? Come on, Gilmon! I mean, Imperiodramon. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Imperialmon's probably going away at the end of this turn. So we'll just play it safe. This will give Patamon a fighting chance as well. Yeah, I thought so. There's no way Mega Crusher's doing that without Soul Charge. It's got to be Ultra Charge. Yeah, this gives me a fighting chance. I can fight with this. I can't do it from here though. I need to get him to the point where he only attacks once. Okay, that'll do. Finish it! Get him! No! Okay, well, if I'm going away at the end of this turn, it might be best to go Mega Protection. So that Patamon has some defense to work with. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. Counter? No way! We did it! We did it! I didn't expect Patamon to be the one to finish it, but we did it! Where Armageddon lacks some blocking, he makes up for his Bulba's head. That's good, yeah. Yeah, I didn't expect Patamon. This game is over. It's over. No, I'm not doing the card game. Recover crest? After beating the final boss of the game? Okay. You know, in a way, that was a fitting win. I don't know. I don't think Phoenixmon's all that for a Digimon. I expected Guilmon to be the one to finish it, but I didn't expect countering to be the thing that beats Armageddon. Alright, water. My hands are shaking, I need to support my drink with 2 hands. Oh, okay. Sorry, Kurt, the game's over. That's it. There's no more game. Well, not really. If I was to do the card game, it very much wouldn't be on stream. So, as far as this stream is concerned, this game's over. Patamon is a Digimon of light and Armageddon is dark. I don't think Armageddon's exactly dark. That's not really what Diaboromon and Armageddon are about. They're more about the eradication of everything, the void, deletion. It's not like Devimon where, I'm pure evil. If you think about it in another way, Diaboromon is kind of like the D-Reaper. He's not necessarily evil, he's just doing his programming. However, after all the effort that I put in Patamon to get Crimson Flame, that Patamon should be the one to strike the finishing blow, I'm okay with that. Because frankly, Crimson Flame has made the battles on this stream possible. Oh yeah, you're right, a recycling bin versus a flying pig. Oh no, I just realised. Patamon's a flying pig. Pigs can fly. Okay. Yeah, hit me up in DMs and I'll hook you up with that private server and maybe we can play that together at some point. I'm not doing it on the stream, that's stupid. Anyway, to those who have came, visited, said hello during this Let's Play, thank you for watching. I will let you know when I finally get to the next Let's Play. It'll probably be like... I'm thinking either Final Fantasy XII or Digimon World 2. Preliminarily, if that's a word. So I'll see you probably on Friday. Good night.